What's going on, y'all? Y'all know what time it is. Time for news for dudes and information women can use. I told y'all I was going to give y'all tips on how to get money in 2023. Well, it's time. We're halfway through the year and we need to be getting some money. Now, I want to be honest. There's a whole lot of ways to get money out here. I'm not familiar with them all, so I can only tell you what I'm familiar with. And some things I will try, some things I won't. And I'm probably going to fill you in eventually on some things that has been circulating that you can get money and whether or not it's authentic or not. But today I want to tell you how to get some quick money. And these are ways that I have previously used that actually worked. I don't want to tell you about things that I haven't tried because you hear a lot about how to do this and how to do that and how to get money, and people make it sound really easy, really simple, and a lot of times it's not. So that's a whole nother story. We'll talk about that later. Let me talk about me. So, as most of you know, if you've been following me, if you haven't, click that subscribe because I've got a lot of stuff coming up. If you don't know, I'm a serial entrepreneur. I have tried several different businesses. I have been in business 75% of my life. I have been an entrepreneur. So if you can make money at it, I'm eager to try it. Now, let me take that back. If it's enjoyable to me, I'm eager to try it. I don't want to just make money to be making money and be miserable at doing something I'm making money at. Been there, done that. I had a job I hated. Been there, done it. It was very lucrative. Been there, done that. I hated it. So it didn't last long. That's a whole nother story. But right now, I'm in a business where I've walked away from my 9 to 5 12 years ago. Walked away from my 9 to 5 in 2001, and I haven't looked back yet. Now, I'm not going to tell you no lie. There has been struggles. There has been fights to stay afloat. Not going to tell you that it's just been easy. But I stayed afloat. And I used one of the things that I'm going to tell you about today on how to make money. I used one of them to go into business. And I used other things to stay afloat. We'll talk about that on a later day because it's a whole lot that goes into running and keeping a business going. Okay, with that being said, let's move along. I don't want to keep y'all all day, but I want to tell you about these ways of making money. Now, my first way of making money, stay tuned, more is coming. My first way of making money is basically using what you got to get what you want. And no, I'm not telling you to go out there and sell your body. No. I'm telling you that someone somewhere is getting rich by using a talent that you possess. And you can use that talent as a service to people outside of your 9 to 5. So if you're a computer specialist by trade, you can offer your services as a computer specialist, fixing people's computer, updating people's computer, and you can use that as a service to make money. If you like cleaning houses, you can clean houses as a way of making money, extra money. It is very simple to create these service-based businesses, and the number one people to market to is people who know you and trust you. When you're building up a line of trust is the greatest thing you can do with a service-based business. So I would say the simplest thing to do is create a service-based business on the things that you know how to do. Now, there's additional ways to make money off of things you know how to do. Because if you can make money at it, there's someone else who is willing to do what you do to make money too. So there's a greater amount of money to be made in teaching the things you know to someone else. When you can teach it to someone else, then you can teach multiple people how to do what you do and how to make money at it. Isn't that something? You can teach. Because what is college? They're teaching you a skill to make money. Well, if you already obtain that skill, you can give that class and you can make that money. Now, that's one way, or actually two ways, but two that works with one on how to get some money. Now, another way that I have came across that really, really works well is retail arbitrage. A lot of people talk about retail arbitrage too. And I don't do it the way, or I haven't done it the way that other people have, but it possibly can work. I've seen people talk about going into the dollar store and buying small items and reselling them on eBay for a higher price. I haven't done that, so I can't tell you how well that works. You can also go into stores like Marshall's, AJ Wright, TJ Maxx, Ross, and scan several items on their website. Well, no, you can scan several items that's there. You can scan the barcode. Even with the eBay app, you can scan the barcode, and it can tell you what they're selling for. And a lot of times you can get stuff for value that is a lot less than what it's selling for online and on eBay. You can even sell it locally on Marketplace. Do people still use Craigslist? I don't know. But I've tried retail arbitrage and I've done great at it, but I'm in a couple of groups, glitch groups on Facebook that actually tells you stuff that's on sale. What is that website? Brickseek. It doesn't work for me. It hasn't worked for me yet. I've seen the advertisements on Brickseek, and most of the time when I go into the stores, what they have advertised on Brickseek that's on sale, it's not available in my store. But it's available in several other stores. So you can go on Brickseek and see something that's really cheap and go to the store. And a lot of times, like Walmart, the app will tell you whether it's in the store or not. Sometimes it tells you whether it's unknown, but it'll tell you what it sells for if it's in the store. It may work. I can't tell you that. But I went into Walmart and I was getting some other items that were $100 retail. No, they were $200 retail. And I paid $20 a piece for them. And while I was there, I went to another item that I actually paid a penny for. And I sold it for $100. Yeah, I paid a penny for it. And it retailed for $199. I sold it for $100. Can't beat that. So retail arbitrage is great, especially if you have the extra time. And if you're in one of the stores that sells things for cheaper value, it takes a couple of minutes to research and see what they have. So retail arbitrage, you can go for it. And like I said, I sell locally through Marketplace and I sell on eBay. So you can post the stuff and actually get a decent amount of money. Now, the next one that I'm going to tell you It's absolutely free to start. And almost 90% of the people in this world has the advantage. Is the advantage the right word? Probably not. 90% of the people can do this right now. And what that is selling the things you do not use, you do not want, you cannot fit, or something that has been broken. Everyone owns something they do not use, that somebody else wants, somebody else can use, somebody else can take advantage of the deal you're going to give them, because you can sell it for up to 50% of what it costs retail. And some things you can sell more depending on the brand name. But in most cases, you can sell what you no longer use for 50% of what you paid for it. And I'll give you an example. I had a drone, and the drone was broke, crashed it, and I was going to throw it out because it was no good. I happened to have been looking up on eBay to see what it would cost to replace the drone, and I realized that the battery from the drone people were paying for. So this was something I was going to throw out, battery and all. So I ended up taking it apart. I sold the battery for $30. I sold the remote for $10. And I sold the propellers for $15 because it came with an extra set of propellers. Sold them for $15. Now, let's do the math, $45, $55 off of something I was going to throw away. Now, I know of other people who they started doing it, and they would take their old clothes and sell them, and that led them to going to, they actually took their old baby clothes, their kids' clothes, and started selling them. And that led them to going to resale shops and buying clothes with name brands for cheap and reselling them on Amazon and eBay. But that's a whole nother thing. I believe that you can sell things that you have in your house that you no longer use or no longer want, and somebody's going to buy them. Now, you could also use this as a business because you can go to your friends and family and offer to clean up their attic or offer to clean up their garage or help them clean up their garage. And the things that they don't want, the things that they're going to throw away, if you see a value in it, go for it. A lot of times people leave the barcode on the bottom of something. You can scan the barcode and see what it's worth. But these are ways of making money without having to invest a whole lot. It's simple, it's easy, and you can get this money. But with that being said, I thank y'all for watching. Stay tuned. I got more.